gentlemen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a little break. We're going to hand it over to the professional. Please welcome to the stage the one, the only, Dana Bahar.
Alright guys, thank you very much for the band, and before Dana goes up, I want to say a few words. First of all, thank you all for coming for this great cause and donating and contributing. This is really warming our hearts, and it's a really nice thing to do, so good on you. I want to thank, first of all, Dana for having this amazing idea and having the courage to go and do this stand-up comedy. I want to thank Heroes, this place, that are really hosting us very well and helped us so much. So please, a round of applause for the Heroes. And guys, we talked to the owner. They are also contributing some of the profits of the drink. So the more you drink, the more they donate. All right? There's a catch here. Also want to thank the great band, Brothers in Blues and Suzuki-san, by the way. I want to show you one thing. I learned from Suzuki-san his amazing boots, so I brought my Texas boots as well. Alright? Good ones, right? Alright, so where is Dana? Dana, you ready? Where is she? I can't see a thing. Alright, so please, I welcome to the stage my amazing wife, the funniest person I know, and please welcome Dana to the stage. Yes, now the music.
Relax. I will not translate it, it doesn't sound good. Go away. Okay, so first of all, welcome. I must admit that my heart has been going so fast for the last 20 hours and might burst. So if I faint, not to worry, you donated already, so I don't care anymore. So, welcome everybody. I have these notes because my brain is a bit slow at the moment. And it's so nice to see so many of you naive, optimistic, believe that you came to the right place to watch me standing up. You're laughing now, right? Don't laugh, just donate more. And what I want to tell you again, and moreover, I don't really see the man over here, but if any of you had a fantasy to be with a virgin at night,
What?
you can do it today because I'm a comedian virgin. So, for all of you who thought I'm a professional, good on you, nice try.
Nope.
Suzuki, we'll date later. Okay, next. So, a few weeks ago, my son Keden, where are you? He's here. He came to me, yes, please, cheer for him. He came to me a few weeks ago and said, hey mom, you know what? You need to go out of your comfort zone. And I said, what the hell is he talking about? I said, okay, let me demonstrate you how I'm out of my comfort zone for years. I moved out of Israel. I've started my own company in Singapore. I went trekking in Nepal after using my muscles only for driving in this island. What the hell are you talking about? I'm doing lots of things. Then he looked at me and said, I'm going to do a stand-up show. And said, no, Ma, seriously, not the regular stuff that everybody's doing. You should go on the highest wild, wet water slide. Said, duh? Seriously, Kedem? That's what you think of mommy? Laugh, please, laugh. So I thought of how to start this stand-up show for this beautiful cause. And everybody told me, don't worry, we're a warm crowd, we're gonna laugh no matter what. So I trust you to do so. Exactly, good on you, well done, well done. So I thought of how to start this stand-up show by telling about Kedem and the comfort zone. And then I said, maybe I'll talk about culture shock. Everybody came from, who is talking at the back? I know my material, you don't, you better listen now. Yeah? So everybody came from different places and everybody had their own culture shock. I know the British among you probably were shocked that the tea time is not on time. And some of you were shocked by the Singlish. I was shocked by a different thing. I came and the first thunderstorm, you know, the shower one, it was like boom, boom. Everybody was looking up to look for the rain, and me and my friend, where is Michal? We were the only one looking for a bomb shelter, coming from Israel. What the hell? I was shocked. Good, you're warming up, Have a drink. Oh wait, I need to pass this one. Okay, and then I decided to actually go for funny true stories about me and my family. So they're all true. And even if I'm not so correct, don't spoil the moment, yeah? Just follow with me. So, about 12 or 13 years ago, I really didn't want to have kids. Forgive me, Kedem. But I didn't want to have kids. I was in Tel Aviv celebrating on my mood. You know, I was good. And then, years after, I became the biggest joke of the Gynecologist Association. Having 4 boys, I'm an official shrinking minority in my own house. Plus Kedar, we used to have a dog, he passed away, thank God, bless him.
Also male.
Also male, of course, all have balls in the house. And yet I'm with the balls on the stage. And I used to, you know, when you have 4 boys, you don't really have a lot to do, right? You have to go with them. Nothing to do with it, you have to love them, you have to accept the football, you have to accept the farting. We'll talk about it a bit later. But then I said, okay, if I already have 4 boys plus a hubby, which means 4.5, even 5, I better use it as sorry, 5, maybe 5.5. I better use it. I better use it as an icebreaker at my work. So every time I give a workshop, I talk about it, and people are like, whoa, you have 4 boys, unbelievable, because majority of you guys, especially British, Singaporean, Chinese, you have maybe 2 and you feel like you're gonna die. Yeah. So lots of respect, right? And then I went one day, and one day I went to the Polytechnic. Have you been there before? I went to give a workshop, to give a speech, and everybody is either Malay Singaporean or Indonesian Singaporean. They look at me and said, what are you talking about? 4? Seriously? I'm one of 7. Like they actually screwed my icebreaker. But never mind. So speaking about farts, you know, ladies, we don't fart and we never poo. We have, you know, this beautiful cologne coming out. And I'm not sure about you, but I have actually boxes, you know, like pink boxes that smells beautifully. But my boys, they have this thing about farting, and Kedar as well, right? It's time to confess. And one day I said, you know what? You're gonna fart, I'm gonna tell you a story. Because a few years back when I didn't have kids, we were traveling in India and we took this train. I said, okay, we're gonna travel a long time, and we're gonna take the first class cabin, then I'm gonna sit, you know, we have 2 beds. So I was sitting on the top, and I was sitting at the bottom. I said, I don't want anybody to, I don't know, you know, I wanna be up there. Then in the middle of the night I wake up and I see my neighbor, the Indian neighbor, taking my flip-flops, put them on and walk away. And I'm like, what is going on? And I said, okay, Dana, go to sleep, you're dreaming. I go to sleep, he's coming back. I said, hey, these are my flip-flops. He said, go to sleep, everything okay. So I go to sleep. After maybe 1 hour, you know, with the shaking train, I look at him again, I wake up and I see him again, taking my flip-flops and go. I said, hey, sir, these are my flip-flops. He said, go back to sleep, everything okay. I said, yeah, but why are you taking my flip-flops? I'm only going to the toilet, I'll be back soon. I said, really? Then he's sitting down and said, yes, don't get stressed, I'll give it back to you. And went to the toilet. toilet. I woke up and I said, Kedar, when he comes back from the toilet, bring me the flip-flops, okay? So every time my kids are farting, I feel like I'm in a good place. The next story, I didn't know who was going to show up, right? And I said, okay, I better come with my best glamoring outfit and a bit of boobs showing up. Don't say anything, guys. Shh. And then I want to tell you a story about these boobs. Because boob stories always works. The last baby that I had, and I promise it's the last one, I guarantee. One day, my second son, Prince Morag, came into my room with his brother and said, hey mom, you know something funny? I saw Hanoch, the baby, sleeping with your boob in his mouth. I said, well, it happens. He thought it's a dummy and he fell asleep with it. And he was looking at me, he said, was I the same? I said, of course. Was Knaan the same? He said, of course. Was Keden the same? The same? He said, of course. And Dad? I said, he wish. Now, whether you like to hear it or not, I will tell you why I'm dressed like that. I have only boys, and I grew up myself. Even today, I'm not a girly girl, right? Yeah, everybody knows me. And then I have this amazing therapist that I said, okay, I need some advice with the boys. I need some advice. And she said, listen, Dana, I know you didn't want to have girls, but you have one girl you have to look after. It's you. I said, okay, I like it. What do you mean? She said, the little girl of you that was a bit disappointed in the childhood, that didn't get enough of this, enough of that, she's in your house whether you like it or not. You must take care of her. And I was like depressed. I said, seriously? Like I'm coping with 4 boys and now you're telling me I have a girl? What do you want me to do with that information? And then she said, at least treat yourself as a queen. If you're the queen, you can raise up prince. If you're the queen and the son, everybody will enjoy your light and your energy. And said, what is this, like a cheap compensation for what you just told me? And said, yeah, actually, yeah, but enjoy it, celebrate. So ever since, I am the queen of the house. Okay, and if we are already talking about family, you're doing very well, by the way, this bunch. Because I can see you. So speaking about family, you know, it all started with pregnancy. Maybe before pregnancy, you guys learned about it, right, in biology lesson? But I'm not, maybe. So I've made some calculations for you guys. I've been pregnant for 36 months. I've been breastfeeding for nearly 70 months in my life. It all comes together, oh my God, big time. It comes together to 100 plus months that my brain is half asleep. And this is the reason why the following stories have happened. So listen to this. One day,
Real story.
real story, seriously, I'm ashamed, but truth, I have to say. I came to Kedar's office, we had lunch together, brilliant. I went back home, Dina, our helper, is looking at me and said, hey, where's Knaan? I said, what do you mean? Where is Knaan? I said, I don't know. She said, you were supposed to pick him up in school at 3 p.m. I said, seriously? Fuck, sorry. I said, what? I just went with Kedar for lunch at 3 p.m. He couldn't say anything. I go to school. It's good to have someone to play in Kedar, right? I go back to school and sitting there playing around. The teacher is there and said, sorry, I'm late. And she said, oh, don't worry. He said you're probably late because you're breastfeeding the baby. So we waited for you. And then, a very brave family in this crowd, the Beeman family, decided, yes, cheer them up. A very brave family decided to travel with us to the Philippines. They have forgotten that I'm pregnant. And when you're pregnant, you're not functioning up here. So it's good to have someone to blame. And I told them up front, no matter what you do, hotel reservation, flights reservation, double check, because I'm not. So we went there. The first flight, we nearly missed, because we looked wrongly at the hour. The second flight, we knew we were going to miss, so we contacted the person to hold the flight for us, and he did. So the third flight, we said, it's not going to happen again. We're going to reach the airport at least 5 hours before, and we're not going to screw this one. So we arrive to the airport, we're not moving, everybody's under control, and then 3 hours before, we go to the check-in. That's the time for the music. No, just kidding. But it's good, you're on top of it. And then they do the check-in first, because they were very optimistic that I'm good, right? I did everything. And then I come with the belly. I said, yes, we're going on the flight. And I said, what's your name? He said, Dana. He's looking and said, sorry, ma'am, you're not on the flight. Now, I don't know how to explain it to you, but after 2 weeks of constant disappointment with flights, I wasn't even surprised. He said, what do you mean I'm not on the flight? I said, I'm sorry, your name is not here. He said, not to worry, I'm calling Kedar. Kedar, did you book the flight? He said, no, you did. I said, well, first mistake. I said, bring the other passport. Maybe we're under a different name, because we are like double people. So we checked, sorry, you're not on the flight as well. I said, what is going on? Now the demons are already looking at me like, seriously? Now we need to go home? And I said, okay, but we have the reservation. And I said, can I have it? I said, yeah, of course. He looks at it and said, ma'am, you're on a flight in a month's time. I looked at him and I said, seriously? What do you think I'm going to do in Manila for 1 month? Put me on the same flight now. And he sent me to the office. And I said, I came and there was a long queue, like all these people standing. And I said, I'm going to miss the flight, even though I'm here 5 hours before. And then I did my first stand-up. I went like this with my belly. Said, I need a chair, I need a chair. They pushed me to the office and I said to the lady, put me on the flight today. I don't care. I need to go. In the meantime, Mr. Beeman over there told Kedar, listen, dude, say nothing. No matter what you say, you're going to be the one to blame. If you're going to say, why did you didn't check? He's blaming you. If you said, but I did check, you don't trust me. No matter what, you're screwed. Okay, and if we're speaking, I'm not sure what about you, but school for us, it's a big deal. Triple meaning. First of all, we pay them a fortune to actually miserable my life. They abuse me, and I'll give you an example. Guys, they abuse us, the parents. Respect to the parents. My Gmail account is blocked because they bombard me with emails. I have nightmares with the guards chase me because I don't have a name tag. Every time I come to school, I'm like, yes, I don't have it. I forgot. My calendar, I like calendars, I don't trust my phone. I can't find a bigger calendar to put all the events. Memorial Day, end of term day, middle of term day, beginning of term day, holiday for this, holiday for that. That's it, my calendar is done, finished. And gifts, I'm not sure what about you, gifts. I'm the queen of the gifts. I like to organize, right? And then what do you do when you go into school and you have no bag? Somebody give you cash, where do you put it?
In your pocket.
Of course, look. Just in case. So that's how I used to be in school. I used to come in to collect the cash from everybody, put it in my bra, go home, make a list, mark. Then one day, I went to the 7-Eleven. And I wanted to buy something, and he said, it's like $7.90. I said, no worries, and I'm doing like this. So if you wonder about why there are less and less expats in Singapore, that's probably because of my bad manners. Expat out. That's the time to laugh. Okay, I'm still alive. I'm glad you're still here. Okay, now speaking of, most of you probably come from English-speaking country. But when you come from Israel, for example, when it's non-English-speaking country, you have a challenge, especially with Singlish, right? So, yeah, oh yeah, Ken La. So the first time I heard Ken La, I was confused. Ken in Hebrew means yes. I said, what are they talking Hebrew? What's going on? Ken La. Then I said, okay, I'm gonna nail this. I'm gonna watch cartoons in English, and I'm gonna know the language perfectly. So I started to watch Peppa Pig. Have you watched Peppa Pig? So this Peppa Pig and her bloody snoring family took over our life. You know, George and Daddy Pig, and Mommy Pig and Bloody Pig and whatever. And have you ever seen an Israeli said, oh dear, have you? Never. I think they're going to take away my passport if I say it once again. We're going to lose our rights. And then I said, okay, my English is getting better. Peppa is educating me. I know to say oh dear. I know to say silly George. I know many words. I have the accent. I'm good. So I went on the best website ever to pass the British test. Facebook. And I nailed it. 13 out of 15, I dare you. I kid you not, Deepika. I passed 13 from 15. Meaning that I can go to the loo. I use way too many words to explain any stupid situation instead of just say, that's it. I can kick a bucket if you know what that means. Any British in the audience? I pretend I like pudding. And I can definitely swing a cat. A dead cat, whatever you say. Who is British in the audience? So give me some help, I forgot. A dead cat, I can definitely swing a dead cat in here. Instead of saying like, the fucking place is too small. Like, what the hell? Now, speaking of Deepika, seriously? Now you get it? And speaking of my friends, speaking English friends, the Aussie friends, where are you? So listen to this. The first year of my life in Singapore, I look very cool, I act very cool, but seriously I have no idea in the Aussie language. It's not English, I tell you, it's something else. Is it? It is, right? I'm not really hallucinating. So I get this SMS. Dan, come over tomorrow, Arvo, par 8 hours, bring dips. Seriously? So, who the hell is Dan? When the hell is Arvo? Of course we came too late, right? And who the hell is Barbie? We missed the dips, of course we missed the dips. Dips cuckoos, that's what you are. And I promised a joke about the Aussies, maybe you guys know it. But a British guy came to the doctor and said, hey, I'd like to become an American. Why? I don't know. He said, no worries, but it's really long procedure. We have to cut half of your brain. Said, okay, gotta do it, you gotta do it. He put him in the surgery room, he goes through the surgery, long, big mess. They finish, the doctor comes to the gentleman and said, hey, Mike, I'd like to apologize. We cut, by mistake, 75% of your brain. And then he looks at him and said, no worries, mate. Okay, and now back to the British Empire. You know, we send our kids to a British school, pretend to be international, whatever. Not really, very, very British. And then one of the British kids had a British birthday, and his mom decided to order a British party bus. Very cool, was it? The coolest bus ever, right? Huh? Dylan's. Oh yeah. So the kids had a blast, and she's sending photos, and they're amazed. And he's coming home, this little one of mine, Prince Kedem I, and said, hey mom, do you know we had this really cool birthday bus? I said, yeah. What do you think? Can I have a party limousine? You know, Sentosa really gets to him. So this is the empire impact on my kids. But if you ask around, majority here I think are Israelis, right? Where are the Israelis? So if you really check around the world, especially by the way, South America, Southeast Asia, we are the real empire. When you walk around in India, Nepal, any place, you name it, you got it. They are certain that we're at least 300 million people. At least. Because we travel like crazy, we finish the army, we go loose, And we travel everywhere. They looked at me and said, how many people are in Israel? I said, like 8 million, depends on the border. That says, seriously? 8 million in which city? I said, no, really, we're all over the place. So why are we an empire? First of all, we travel a lot. Second, we are endless optimistics, right? You say no, we don't get it. What do you mean no? What do you mean no? Do you need some help? Do you need assistance? Do you need some clearance? Would you like me to talk to your boss? Like there is no in Israel, no. And what about the holidays? Oh, the holidays are fatal, Hanukkah, we nearly died because of the Greeks. This, we nearly died because of the Romans. This, we nearly died because of the Persian. We are surviving nation. Are we? Yes. Israel is also an empire of startup nation. Big time in Singapore as well. But this is the serious stuff. I'm not going into it. And what I do want to go into is our resilience. We are very resilient. That's why we don't say no. We don't accept no. We go behind. And I think it has to do with our sense of humor. Not that I'm saying anything. No, really didn't mean me. But I want to challenge you, because for every word, bad word, close your ears, any curse or any swear or anything you can come up with in any language, I can beat you. Because in the ancient Hebrew, the Yiddish, we had really proper, where is Gabi? Proper cursing that are, for every word you have, I have a phrase to come up with. And I'll give you an example. Oh my goodness. Kevin, you should be proud of mommy. So for example, when you really dislike someone, instead of calling him egghead or stupid or something like that, you can call him, I hope you are like an onion, buried with your head in the ground and your legs up in the air. That's how they used to curse, remember? That's what my grandma used to say. Or you can wish them to be like a lamp, to be hanged from the wall, to light during the day and to burn at night. Or another curse that we have in ancient Hebrew, which is Yiddish. It sounds very good in Yiddish, but I don't know how to speak it, only my grandma. You can wish someone to be like a calendar, to be hanged on the wall and every day somebody tears a part of you. Very mean, huh? Gypsy. And the next one is really harsh. You can look at someone and say, I wish you to lose all your teeth, except for one, so you can suffer. Only the Polish. And the last one is, and the meanest, and they say in this stand-up that I saw, that it's like the dessert. You wish someone, may you swallow an umbrella that will open up on the way out. Thank you. You shouldn't have. Give me more. Okay, and the next topic, which I allow you to guess, what is Mamanet? Have you heard about Mamanet? Okay, so I want to ask the non-Israelis, what do you think a Mamanet is? And I'll give you options. One, a safety net for Cuckoo's mom. Mamanet, maybe shopping online. Or a Mamanet, maybe it's a name for Granny's bra, like... Got it?
Let them visualize.
Let them visualize. Bra, Mama Net. Anyway, Mama Net. It's a net believed in Israel that seriously, like a flu, it's all over the place. It's all over the world and started in Singapore. So for many times they had the Mama Net. I had many excuses. I can't come, I need the baby, I have a headache, I have this and that. One day my excuses were done. I had none. So I put my the coolest tights I have. And I put this dry fit, and I came prepared with my sport shoes. And I look at this lady and said, oh my goodness, what a mistake. They're all like, rah! Running around like crazy, running. I said, okay, if you can't beat them, join them, right? So I ran. I jumped on the net like there's no tomorrow. I chased the ball like, I don't know. I almost peed in my pants, which is not a hard thing to do after 4 deliveries. But then I reconnected with my body. Every bloody inch of it. The following day I couldn't move. And I said, oh, you know, the IDF service was really worth it. I'm on top of it. And then I came home, you know, proud, feeling in my element, you say in English. I was big time in my element. Apparently it was not the only big thing that appeared. And I came home and then Knan, my little one, said, hey, Mommy Pig has arrived. I said, Mom, your belly is fat. I said, seriously, I'm after 2 hours of running, chasing, jumping like cuckoo, that's what you have to say. I said, Mom, but you're fat. Speaking of Peppa Bloody Pig. So, yes, cheer. I think I need to work on when to stop, right? You're laughing and then I continue. That's the problem about Israel, is we keep talking. Anyway, there was one day, huh? Which is good. Thank you. So speaking of the IDF, you know, it's mandatory in Israel. Boys, girls, we all go, big melting pot, big whatever. I did it, was absolutely great. Kedar did it, absolutely wonderful. And now you have our kids, right? So every summer we go to Israel, we brainwash them, army, IDF. Kedar is taking them all over the bases. Come and sleep in this base, come and sleep in that base. See this airplane, see this aircraft. What? Okay, never mind. And then one day we come home and they watch this video about, you know, the parachuting school, that you learn how to jump out of an airplane. And then you see Knan look at Kedar and said, hey Dad, what are they doing? Are they doing jumping, bungee jump? And then I wrote on the Facebook, then when that happens, you understand that you're an expert for too long. Bungee jump. Okay, and now I need you to cooperate, okay? Collaborate with me. I have a confession to make, and I need you all to take an oath. Like the scouts, so please follow me. Where is it? Ah, yes. What happens in Heroes? Stays in Heroes. Thank you. Now I can confess. So whoever knows me, have you sworn?
Sorry?
Did you?
We already know that.
Yeah.
We live by it.
Amen. Amen. So in Israel, I used to be a lawyer, left it on time, became a mediator, came here. So I work a lot in court, and then you know everything around it. But my first, how do you say it? Relations, romantic relations with the police. Actually started 20 years ago. I used to live with Kedar. We had a nice apartment, which was really not clean. Because of him, of course. I was busy. And then one day we said, we're going to have this, you know, we're going to get it. We're going to clean the apartment and we're going to be proud of ourselves. So we cleaned it so well. We had lots of buckets with, you know, dirty water. And nowhere to get rid of it. I'm not sure what the helpers are doing over here, but we had a different way, right? I took the bucket and I poured it out the window to the garden. So it worked well for the first and second bucket. The third one, by mistake, fell over. What? Unbelievable. And a gentleman, you know, Friday morning in Israel, it's like Saturday morning here. A gentleman is walking with his wife, dressed up, and the bucket, I kid you not, poof, fell on his head with the water. And he started to curse. You maniac, you crazy, Papa. And I was 20 years old, very naive. I got panicked. I ran down and said, so sorry, I lost the bucket, it fell, I swear I didn't mean to throw it at you. You attacked me with water, you attacked. I said, I didn't mean to attack you, please forgive me. I'm willing to pay for a taxi, dry cleaning, whatever you want, I'm willing to compensate you. No, it's not gonna happen, I'm calling the police. Guys, he called the police. Now we're standing up in the apartment and I'm like losing it. And Kedar comes down and don't worry. And then he said, the police is here. I said, Kedar, seriously, you're supposed to be on my side. We go down, the policeman comes and take, a report. And this gentleman said, this lady, she's crazy, she attacked me with water, I'm walking in the street. And the policeman is filling the form and said, what do you want from her? I want her details, I want her to compensate me, blah, blah, blah. I said, but I did. The policeman said, be quiet, I'm handling him now. We finished, he said, you can go to the station and file it. Then he looks at me with the glasses, said, are you nuts? I said, why am I nuts? Don't you see that he's cuckoo? Why do you give him your details? He's gonna arrest you. I said, are you kidding me? I'm in tears, I'm crying. I said, why don't you defend me? I said, don't worry, if he comes to the station, we're gonna throw him out of the stairs. Nothing's gonna happen. I said, cool. And Kedar is standing behind, laughing his pants off, like no control at all. And we go back to the house. Later at night, a phone call. Kedar's answer, Dana, it's for you. I take the phone. Said yes. Said hello. Said yes, good evening. Is this Dana? Said yes. This is Yitzchak. Said yes, good evening. How can I help you? You don't recognize me? Said no. Should I? Said of course. I'm the wet man. I'm gonna finish on time this joke. So that's the police. Second incident with the police, nearly, happened here in Singapore. I went to an art fair. Thank God they know me, right? I went to this art fair all alone, enjoying my quiet time. I have no one to worry to lose. I have no kids to pretend I'm not their mother before they're gonna smash something expensive. I'm walking there and I told her, look, I want to buy a painting to our house. What do you think about a budget? Like 500, 600, 700, let's go for it, cool. So I went and I looked around and I really like Botero. You know Botero? With the fat ladies. Said if I'm gonna have Botero in the house, every time they say Mommy Pig, I'm gonna send them to Botero. This Mommy Pig, I'm skinny. And I found my Botero. I found a beautiful lady, fat, blossom, sitting on the, I said, I'm gonna get it. And I'm coming to the lady, I said, can I get this painting? She said, of course. I said, how much is it? She said 800. I said, cool, listen, I don't want to pay 800. I decided my budget is a bit lower. Would you go down? She said, how much? I said, I want to go for 620, 650. She said, cool, 650, done. I opened my wallet, I have no credit card. I was so happy that I went with nothing. No money, nothing. Said, can we pay online? She said, of course, why not? Pay online. So I go back home, I said to Kedar, I found this Botero, this blossom lady, 650, it's ours. Please pay online. So he does. And then a week later, he's a very good husband, he's very supportive. And then a week later, he get a phone call. Hello? So yes, hello, is this Mr. Grossman? She's British, of course, in London. Said yes. Mr. Grossman, your wife just purchased a Botero. Have you transferred the money? Said yes. Yes, but it's the wrong amount. I said, what do you mean? You transferred $650. Said, of course, that's the... She said, no, mister. It's $650,000. So he calls me and said, Dana, you missed something. I said, so how much we missed? Like, just, pay, bring the Botero already. So that was my nearly. Thank God she believed me that I was a bit on drugs or something. And she gave us back the money. Now this story is for real. Culture and art goes together, so it reminds me of a story. Every year we have the New Year celebration, and it's like a big meal, and you have many guests coming to your house. And Kedar decided to be creative and said, Dana, let me help you. Trust me, I'm on it. Said, cool, we need to do this and this, and soup, first course, second course, salad, Said, I'm on it. I get it. It's fine. I go to the swimming pool. 4 hours, I kid you not. 4 hours is in the kitchen. And I hear noises, and I smell good smells, and I'm proud of him. Amazing. Then I opened the door. What the hell? Like Fast and Furious 15 inside. A mess. Dina escaped. Nobody in the kitchen. They said, okay, you know, the guests are coming in 2-3 hours. He said, don't worry, it's ready. And he comes out from the kitchen with a bowl like this. 5 kilograms of chopped liver salad. 5 kilograms from a 7-course meal. So the next time somebody offers you help, please, you know, make some expectations so you know what they're going to do.
It was good.
That, it was good. The best salad in town, definitely. So when you look at this incident, I'm thinking about my future. I have 5 boys. Where am I going to be? What's going to happen to me? 5 boys till now means 1 smashed door, 4 broken bones, 20 to 30 fake broken bones, 7 footballs, 10 kilograms of Lego. What's going to happen to me? And every time somebody breaks a bone, the other say, it's not fair. I also want to go to the hospital. It's not fair. I want to have this, I want to have that. So I'm trying to think about the differences between me and all of you guys, the men. And yes, there's a lady doing in Israel a stand-up show that says that ladies tend to do too much of everything. We need to do less and less and less. We talk too much, we think too much, we feel too much, we say too much about what we feel. Even when something is going on, we're making too much of a drama. Oh my goodness, I didn't make it on time. Oh. And boys, you're making less and less when you should do more and more. You need to talk more, you need to share your feelings, you know, you need to be a part of it. And then there's a workshop for moms. And this workshop was going like that. All the ladies gathered, and the facilitator told them, when did you say to your husband for the last time that you love him? And they said, one of them said, oh, I said it this morning, I said it yesterday, and one said, I don't remember. And she told them, you know what, send them an SMS now. I love you, darling. And they did. And you know what their response were? Who is it? What's going on? Whatever you want, the answer is no. Are you okay? Are you feeling fine? Are you on drugs? I told you not to drink too much. So ladies, say it more often. And boys, say it more often as well. We're nearly at the end, bear with me. I keep strong. So speaking of differences between men and ladies, I want to put it on the table once and for all. There is a difference between us Israelis and majority of you. Especially Singaporeans, regardless where you're coming from. And I'll tell you about the first time I went to court. I went for a mediation session, right? And I have 2 parties that I heard them outside speaking English, but when they come in, they ask for translator. They looked at me and probably said, oh, she doesn't know any English, right? So translator comes in, and I'm like losing it, like Chinese, English. Eventually they said, okay, we got it, the translator can go, we trust you. Yes. And then we continue, the mediation goes well, and at the end they need to come up with solutions, with options. And I tell them, okay, what do you think? Silent in the room. Nothing comes out. And gentlemen that are older than me, and they have really plenty of experience, and I said, can you give me some options? Can you give me some solutions? And they said, sorry ma'am, we are really good in choosing. We cannot make anything up. That's what they said. Now in Israel, same session, I couldn't stop them talking. They give you solutions, they invent things, they're out of their mind, they're out of whatever, but nothing makes sense. And still they're all over the place. So yes, Israelis are very direct, very optimistic, we speak a lot. But you know, sometimes we can be a bit creative. No means no. For you, but not for us. No. And now, at least my heart stopped beating, by the way. Because either I'm dead, it's either I'm getting used to it or I'm dead already, right? And now, the last but not least, I want to talk to you about an issue in this. Who is driving in Singapore? Raise your hand. Bravely raise your hand. Bravely. Who is taking crazy Ubers? Who is taking crazy taxis? Okay. So you know all these initials of everything in Singapore? It took me a while to cope with it, but I cracked the system, and let me share it with you. The PIE, what it stands for, do you know? PIE, what it means? Pan Am Expressway? No, it means pass everybody and ignore everyone. What is the CTE? Capture and tell everyone. What is the MCE? Motherfucker. Can't you see I'm telling on everyone? What is AYE? It should be yeah. And the ERP, the bloody ERP, you know what it means? Hey, egghead, repo, pay now. And I guarantee you, as we speak, that they're drilling a new tunnel. The NGW toward the CBD. You know what it means? Never give way, you bloody... How did it... Wait, Never give way to a CBD. Christ, bloody drivers. And with that, I'm going to finish by telling you that if parenting would have GPS, it would probably tell me all the time, recalculating. So hopefully I did well. Thank you. Thank you so much for trusting me. I hope you think about it again. And now before we go on, Kedar said it before, but I had it in my notes, so I'm going to say it anyway. A big thank you, first of all, for all of you who chose to spend the night with us for this amazing cause. These babies and children, you are going to change their life, and it's beyond words. I want to thank Daniel and his wonderful band, all of you, the Brother in Blues. They're going to give us another set, so stay please with all your good energy. The Heroes Bar, the Soundman, all of you took care of me in the last 2 weeks, calming me down, promising that things would be fine. I was, stupid but optimistic. Sam, I'm not sure if he's here or not, but he's the one who gave me the golden robe to come in. And last but not least, Kedar, Kevin, for joining me today, and Jasper and Josephine for coming and support Kevin and myself. I love you all very, very, very much. Welcome, the Brothers in Blue!
Right, let's hear for Dana. Dana, it's one thing to have a go at the Polish, but don't fuck the Valencianas, we'll rob you blind.